Hello and welcome. In this video, we're reviewing a Platinum Mei player. I've never seen this VOD before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it.
One. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so you got Mercy Zen.
Stop the payload.
Is that a Genji or something? No, it's a Diva, okay. Okay, so right there, when you're doing that kind of, what would I call that? Like poking, like you're basically poking, you're looking to maybe get a sneaky kill with some headshots or just, build ultimate charge, well, both ideally. And that's fine, but really good players, you'll know that when they do stuff like this, they're only going to peek out. So they're going to strafe with A and D, right? They're going to poke out with A, right click. Well, with Mei, she has the delay, so she has to kind of start it first. As she's going, hit the right click button, and then go back with D, right? Like, it's got to be really fast, and with time, you'll get faster, but at the very least, you have to do that, and you'll be slow at first, but again, you'll get faster. So right here, you're literally just standing here, still, like, completely still. This is really bad. At around Diamond, definitely at Masters, you're going to start getting punished for things like this, and you're just going to get outright killed for standing still for so long. So you have to definitely practice your AD strafing here. Especially around walls. Well, no, in all cases, but around this corner definitely. Again, same thing. So similar principle. You need to be poking in and out, in and out, in and out.
There's a hog behind us.
Behind us is hog.
Okay, yeah, you need to do that. That's fine.
Hog's discorded.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that play. So realistically, you burned probably, arguably, your more important cooldown in terms of like 1v1 in people, which is your ice block. And then you go in for the fight. As you kind of build on your decision-making skills, you have to realize that when you're taking a 1v1, you almost always, as Mei, you're almost always going to want your ice block in that 1v1 duel, unless your opponent is also missing cooldowns. Or, given the circumstances, it makes sense that you can win that 1v1 with, maybe they're low on health, for instance, that you can win that 1v1. But given the fact that this soldier, let's see, I think, yeah, so he used his what is it called? The Biotic Field. But I would argue that him not having that is actually not that bad. He still has Helix Rocket, presumably. I don't think we saw him use it, right?
Ferris discorded.
Oh, he did. Okay, he did use it. But it's only an 8-second cooldown, I think, so that thing comes up really quickly.
And this is hog.
Yeah, so it's already, it's probably halfway up by now, if not more. Right? Whatever, something like that. And yeah, and again, your ice block is 11, or is it 12? Second cooldown, so not great.
Hog's discorded.
Yeah, I'm dead.
They're dead.
Actually, did he rocket you again? Let me go back.
Hog's discorded.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, he did rocket you. It wasn't the finishing blow though. And your Mercy used res, so you don't get a res. So, oh, actually, yes, we get to see it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right there. So, again, this applies to all characters, but specifically for Mei, you want to have, your cooldowns up for those duels. And also, that wasn't even a really fair duel because all of his teammates were right beneath him. Your teammate, like, if you can kind of be aware of this, of your surroundings and where your teammates are, they probably all weren't just stacked up. Actually, let's go back. This is actually really important. Actually, oh, we can see this. This is great. Oh, yes, from his perspective. I'm glad we have this. Okay, this is actually a really important skill to think about. If we think about his team, so he's here, right? Most of his team, or all of them, are going to be just down to his left, and they all have line of sight of him, so they can support him. Now, if we look at where you are, let me clear this. I think there's maybe, I can see a little health bar here. I think that maybe someone else is behind you. And that's it. No one else on your team has line of sight of you to support you. So again, he has the advantage here. Is there anyone behind you? Oh, they're gone now if they were there. Oh, actually, that might have been your name that I circled. Anyways, point being that you had little to no support because no one was in your line of sight. He had almost all of his team in line of sight. So you can see that 1v1, unless you were just going to, get 2 headshots in a row with your right click, never going to happen. What I mean to say is you were not going to win that fight again, unless you hit 2 headshots in a row, in which case you'd be smurfing at this level, which you wouldn't be asking me to review your VOD. So, 1v1s. When you're going to go into a situation like that, think about where your teammates are, if they can see you. Think about the cooldowns your opponents have, what support they have, you know, their teammates, and what cooldowns you have. So kind of consider all these factors, and they will, because what you should have done was just backed off. You could have, worst case, you put up your ice block. So actually, let's go back to that moment. Like right here, you probably just ice block this wall, this door right here, right? Like this door, and just back off. That's all. That's it. And maybe you don't even need to do that, depending on what soldier does, but you probably would need to do that. All right, enough about that. Okay, I don't mind this. Nice, nice. I like this. Get those right clicks. Oh, did you miss? Oh, no, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you're dead now. Yeah. Your opponents had the kind of the snowball. It felt like they won that fight. I skipped a bunch of footage, but it felt like they won that fight pretty handedly, and when that happens, they tend to get an advantage positionally and also with ultimate. So it was almost certain that you guys were going to lose that. And, you know, solo queue, your teammates were kind of trickling in. Oh, get those right clicks. I like that you went for those right clicks, though. A not as good player would have gone for the left click, which there simply wouldn't have been enough time for to slow him down and then get headshots because he had so much support from his team. So in this case, he went for the right clicks, which was very good job. Very good decision. So good job. All right. Good. You didn't panic ice block. That's great.
Like 4 times. But
Great. Oh, good. Okay, you have. Okay, this is great. You have Blizzard. So right now would have been a good time for you to turn. So let's talk about camera management. If you had turned around and you have just half a second left, maybe if you could still turn around and see if your teammates can follow up on this Blizzard, then you use it. My fear is that you're just gonna burn this Blizzard just blindly and hope for the best, which in this case actually I can get behind that, but I'd much prefer for you to turn around, see where your teammates are. Oh, did I say opponents earlier? Whatever. See where your teammates are, and actually, to be fair, also your opponents. Let's see where your opponents are as well. You know, get a lay of the land, see where everyone is, and then make a good decision based on that information of whether or not to use the Blizzard.
Full fix, but the healers aren't doing it.
Okay, you choose to just, you know, play it safe. I think that's fine. Okay, you have teammates with you. Yes, okay, this is... Oh, but then she burned the... Yeah, you're gonna die here. Let's see this. So, I liked this. It was a good kind of way to counteract this whole hog and kind of turn the fight. But almost certainly you guys are going to lose this fight because of this graviton, so we'll see what happens. And the barrage. Okay, but I think your opponent's burned. Okay. Oh, nice, you guys turned it. Nice, and the reses. Oh, actually, you're not out of the woods yet. Let me see that. Okay, you reloaded with 66 bullets. No need to do that. Feel free to keep shooting. But to be fair to you, I think you did it in response to the tac visor. So you were running while you're reloading. Okay, I can see why you did that. In that case, I think this is valid. I would have liked to see you still keep shooting maybe, but we'll see. Ooh, nice. Very well done. Right here, after this headshot, I think you can just keep going for the right clicks. I don't mind you left clicking here. I think it's okay, but you should be, if you're going to bring out the main in competitive, you need to be pretty comfortable and accurate with your right clicks. That's just how it is. But yeah, I don't mind the left click, and you did go back to the right click, so right click. Freeze him. Alright, nice. Team is turning it around. Okay, careful. Okay, you have 58 health. Did you have less? No, I think that's it. Yeah, this is one of those things where, as a player, you need to start practicing looking at this kill feed. sorry, actually, what I meant to say was start looking at the UI in general. So right now you have downtime. You guys just killed a bunch of people. And so you can look at the kill feed, and you probably get a sense of the fight and be like, okay, we won this fight. Great. So you look at the kill feed, you see that. Now you have to look at your cooldowns and see, okay, I have ice block. Great. That's important. I don't have wall. That's not so important, but good to know. Look at your ultimate. Okay, cool. Don't have that anytime soon. And by the way, I'm mentioning these in no particular order. Health. Obviously, that's what I want to get to. Health is one of those things where you should be, constantly keeping your eye on. And making sure that, again, and you had downtime, right? Like, the fight was won. You had a good second to look at all of this UI and then decide, okay, can I keep chasing or not? As soon as you see this 58 health, you got to be like, no, like, you need to back off. Get some heals, maybe use ice block, maybe go to a health pack, whatever, given the context of the situation. And then you can proceed and keep making decisions. And let's continue. Also, the cart, that's something a lot of people can miss. And, maybe this whole time somebody was sitting on the cart and, pushing it. And no one's paying attention because they're not looking at the UI. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mainly 5 things you want to be looking at in terms of UI. Well, actually, I guess also ammo. So I kind of group those in with cooldowns. But anyways, and in terms of priority, I would say the 2 most important ones are... I'm trying to decide what's more important, kill feed or health. Kill feed actually might be more important than health. But let's put those 2 in, like, the more important tier. That you constantly want to be checking, making sure that you know what the state of those are to make good decisions. Because here, this tells me the fact that you did this, you were not looking at this. Because again, so you're in the fight, boom, you see them die. Right about here. Oh, there's a lot of particles in the way. That's actually unfortunate. But a good player, as soon as they see this Roadhog die, they're immediately going to start looking at UI. They're going to look at the kill feed. They're going to look at the health bar. Probably start looking at cooldowns and ammo. Look at their ult charge. Look at the cart. All within about the span of a second. They're just going to quickly look. And, in this situation, like, if it were me, I'd probably just look at the kill feed and health. Sorry, kill feed and health. I probably wouldn't look at... Actually, I'd probably look at my ammo. And then I would keep going, if I had enough health. But in this case, I would see that I had 58 health and then back off. So the fact that you did this tells me that you did not look at your health. No, no. Did you still not look at the health? Oh, my friend. This makes me so sad. Well, yeah, I don't think I need to go any longer. I think, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this VOD short because I feel like I gave you a lot of stuff already to work on. To just kind of be aware of, and I think that's going to elevate your gameplay a lot. So the thing we talked about with the 80 strafing, looking at the UI. Oh, I forgot what other stuff we talked about. Maybe you can just watch this VOD again and kind of go through it and pick out the tips here and there. So yeah, so work on these things. I don't want to give you too much, feedback into one video, so hopefully this helps you. Yeah, so cool. Is there anything else I want to mention? I think that's pretty much it. So, pay attention more to your UI, work on those right clicks, work on that 80 strafing. That Blizzard was, I stand by that Blizzard that you did. I think that was a good one. And actually, yeah, you guys actually won that fight. So, yeah. Right? Yeah. Cool. All right, awesome. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you liked the video, please like it and please subscribe. Thank you.